For ages, the moon has been the focus of myths, tales, and cultural beliefs, profoundly impacting human behavior and consciousness. The term lunacy, which first appeared in the 15th century, refers to the concept that the moon's phases might elicit emotional or even aggressive reactions in humans, depending on where it was in its cycle. Many traditions venerate the moon as a celestial guide, while others tell darker stories, such as the supposed change of werewolves on a full moon. We are currently seeing a tremendous moon effect. On September 9th, a powerful energetic doorway opened, enhancing the moon's impact on human consciousness. This is a unique and transformative moment, with increased chances for personal and collective growth. How the moon impacts our health and behavior. Humanity has long been fascinated by the moon, and many believe it has a direct impact on our health and behavior. People have long wondered whether the moon's phases, particularly the full moon, have an impact on us biologically. To understand this, we must first recognize that all living things, including people, follow biological cycles that are designed for survival. For example, our circadian rhythm is a 24-hour internal clock that determines when we sleep and wake. We also have longer cycles, such as the 28-day menstrual cycle, and seasonal mood fluctuations, such as those that occur throughout the winter, which are known as seasonal affective disorder, SAD. Our biological cycles are influenced by both internal variables, such as hormones, and environmental factors like sunshine. Given that the human body is made up of 55% to 78% water, depending on age and gender, it's logical to wonder if the moon, which controls ocean tides, could also affect the water inside us. Moon and animal behavior. According to research, many animals' natural cycles are closely synchronized with lunar phases. Marine species, such as coral, reproduce during full moons, whereas other forms are more active during specific lunar phases. Some insects, such as midges, emerge at times that correspond to the moon's gravitational pull on ocean tides. The moon has a tremendous impact on how animals feed, move, and respond to light. While the moon's influence on animal behavior is well proven, the question remains: are humans similarly affected? The moon's impact on humans. What science says when it comes to humans? Scientific inquiry produces mixed findings. Some studies imply that lunar phases may influence human behavior, whereas others have found no compelling evidence to support these claims. For example, there is a long-held perception that full moons increase the risk of delivery, accidents, and even criminality. However, numerous studies have failed to reveal regular relationships between these events and the moon's phases. However, anecdotal evidence suggests a different story. Some people feel more energized or restless under a full moon, while others detect changes in their sleep patterns. Interestingly, a lot of women report that their menstrual cycles coincide with the moon's 27-day lunar cycle, escalating the argument on lunar influence. Beyond its physical effects, the moon is frequently associated with spirituality and awareness. Ancient cultures venerated the moon as a powerful emblem of emotions, intuition, and transformation. Even today, many individuals have a strong connection to the moon's energy, using its phases to drive personal growth, meditation, and goal setting. Lunar phases and spiritual practice. The full moon, in particular, is commonly regarded as a period of culmination, clarity, and release. It represents the culmination of the lunar cycle, providing an excellent chance for self-reflection and the release of what no longer serves us. Many spiritual traditions recommend setting intentions during the new moon, whereas the full moon is appropriate for ending chapters and welcoming new beginnings. Interestingly, a recent study on the full moon's effect on sleep suggests a possible explanation for why certain people are more sensitive to its energy. A Swiss study discovered that participants took 5 minutes longer to fall asleep and had 30% less deep sleep during a full moon, even in a controlled lab setting where they couldn't see the moon. This shows that our relationship with moon phases may be more deeply rooted than we realize. While the moon's influence on human behavior is still being studied scientifically, there is no doubting the deep connection many people have with its cycles. Whether through biological rhythms, spiritual practices, or personal experiences, the moon remains a potent symbol of change, intuition, and progress for people all around the world. Releasing negative energy and focusing on enhanced emotions, the full moon is frequently associated with expelling negative energy and feeling intense emotions, whereas the new moon represents new beginnings, introspection, and intention setting. The moon's effect is thought to be much stronger right now because of the electromagnetic doorway that opened on September 9th, a time of spiritual significance. Many think that this time allows for greater self-awareness, intuition, and significant personal transformation. Though science cannot fully explain how the moon affects us, belief in its power persists across cultures, influencing not only our physical well-being, but also our connection to the deeper mysteries of existence. Do the moon phases affect mood and mental health? For millennia, people have believed that the moon has the ability to alter their emotions and mental health. Many individuals continue to assume that the lunar cycle affects mood swings, anxiety, and overall well-being. While environmental factors such as weather and sunlight are known to influence mood, the relationship between lunar phases and mental health is not entirely understood. However, certain research and anecdotal experiences indicate that some lunar phases, such as the full moon, may have a subtle effect on mood. For example, many people report feeling more emotionally charged or restless during a full moon. This has led to the theory that the full moon may cause heightened emotional states, particularly for people with pre-existing mental health disorders. Small studies have found that persons with bipolar disorder, for example, have more fast swings between depressive and manic episodes, which appear to correspond to the moon's phases. While the specific origin is unknown, it could be due to changes in the body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, which governs sleep patterns. Sleep interruptions are known to cause mood changes. Therefore, the moon's possible effect on sleep may indirectly influence mood disorders, such as bipolar disorder. The moon and sleep is essential for maintaining mental health, and any disruption can lead to mood swings, anxiety, and emotional instability. According to several studies, people had poorer sleep quality under the full moon, which could be attributed to increased brightness at night. Even minor sleep abnormalities can cause anger, exhaustion, and emotional shifts, particularly in people with pre-existing mental health disorders. This link between sleep and mood contributes to the ongoing debate concerning the moon's influence on human behavior. Full moon with excessive behaviors. The full moon has also been associated with more severe behaviors. There have been reports of an upsurge in crime, accidents, and emergency department visits during this lunar phase. While some studies discounted these instances as coincidences or myths, others found tiny but noticeable increases in odd behavior around full moons. For example, certain law enforcement agencies and hospitals have reported more activity during full moons, with more cases involving violent behavior, accidents, and other problems. The impact of the lunar cycle on broader trends. Interestingly, the moon's effect may extend beyond human emotions and behavior to larger cultural movements, such as financial markets. Some research suggests that stock market performance improves slightly around new moons and diminishes around full moons. While this hypothesis is contentious, it argues that lunar phases may have a subtle influence on human behavior and thus market decisions. Risk-taking and decision-making. Lunar phases may also have a subtle effect on risk-taking and decision-making. Though the potential lunar effect on the stock market is still being debated, it does highlight the possibility that moon cycles could influence communal behaviors rather than individual moods. Despite the increasing concern with the moon's influence on human behavior, clear scientific evidence is still absent. The moon's impacts on mood and mental health may be subtle, impacted by a variety of biological, psychological, and cultural factors. While some people may experience shifts in their emotions or behaviors as a result of the moon's phases, others may not. Although research has yet to demonstrate the moon's direct impact on mood and mental health, it is apparent that the lunar cycle continues to pique people's interest around the world. Scientists are still investigating if the moon has a real impact on sleep habits, behavior, and emotions. However, the cultural significance and personal experiences associated with the moon's phases persist. Whether it influences our sleep, mood, or even market patterns, the moon is a potent symbol in both scientific research and everyday life. Self-fulfilling prophecies and affirmations. Self-fulfilling prophecies are a powerful psychological phenomenon in which your beliefs and expectations impact your reality. For example, if you wake up in a foul mood and tell yourself that today will be dreadful, your chances of having a bad day increase not because of an external factor, but because you've mentally prepared yourself for failure. This is not a mythical curse, but rather the effect of excessive emphasis on a negative conclusion. When you predict the worst, your mind becomes hyper-focused on everything that confirms that idea, ignoring the day's bright parts. This perspective can have an impact on your emotions and mental health, as well as your bodily responses and reactions. For example, if someone continually believes that a medical treatment will be effective, they may feel better not only because of the treatment, but also because they sincerely believe it will be beneficial. This idea can motivate them to take measures that help them recover, such as sticking to their treatment plan, eating healthier, and exercising more. This combination of belief and behavior contributes to the outcome's realization, demonstrating how our beliefs can impact our actions and, eventually, our experiences. Similarly, if you assume that the full moon would make you irritable, you may anticipate feeling more agitated and react accordingly. You might think, "It's a full moon, so of course I'll have a bad day," and then unknowingly allow yourself to become more irritable or impatient. In this way, your expectations become a self-fulfilling prophecy, in which your thoughts control how you feel and react to the environment around you. This concept is related to the power of thinking, which has long been emphasized in spiritual and psychological activities. Many traditions, especially those based on affirmations and contemplative practices, emphasize that our ideas have the ability to alter our experiences. Daily affirmations, for example, help to reinforce positive ideas and intentions, thereby aligning our behaviors with our desired goals. By focusing on positive affirmations, people can cultivate a mindset that supports their goals and improves their general well-being. Positive messages to program your mind by repeating positive affirmations like, "I am strong," "I am capable," or "I will succeed." You reinforce these ideas, which can have a big impact on how you approach your day and deal with problems. This practice is more than just a feel-good activity. It's about teaching your mind to focus on positive and empowering thoughts that lead to improved results. However, negative self-talk can have the opposite impact. If you continuously criticize yourself or focus on perceived failings, you may feel stuck and incapable of moving forward. It's similar to sinking yourself deeper into a mental hole. Not only can harsh self-criticism influence your emotions, but it also impairs your capacity to think clearly and behave effectively. In contrast, being nice, patient, and sympathetic to oneself allows you to overcome obstacles more efficiently. Small, gradual adjustments in how you communicate with yourself can have a significant impact on your entire well-being and outlook. The power of positive thinking. The relationship between optimistic thinking and outcomes is not only psychological, but also bodily. Studies have revealed that optimistic people are healthier, have stronger immune systems, and live longer lives. This is due in part to the fact that persons with a positive attitude are more likely to participate in health-promoting behaviors such as exercise, a healthy diet, and stress management. In this sense, the power of thought can be transforming, improving both mental and physical health. The moon's influence and self-fulfilling prophecies. The moon's influence on human behavior has long been debatable, but belief is also important in this context. If you believe that specific lunar phases, such as the full moon, might influence your attitude or actions, you may begin to perceive their impacts more vividly. Just like self-fulfilling prophecies, your belief in the moon's power might influence your experience. For example, if you expect the full moon to make you feel more energetic or emotional, you may subconsciously behave in ways that support that idea. However, if you approach each lunar phase with a neutral perspective, you may not notice any changes at all. Lunar phases and spiritual practice. Many people in the spiritual community look to the moon for guidance and reflection. For example, the new moon is frequently regarded as a time for making plans and sowing the seeds for future aspirations, but the full moon is regarded as a time for release and emotional clarity. Regardless of whether these activities have a direct impact on your emotions or behaviors, they are effective tools for mindfulness. By matching your behaviors to the moon phases, you establish a routine that helps you to reflect on your inner world, make deliberate decisions, and nurture a feeling of purpose. Affirmations can be very effective during these lunar ceremonies. For example, during a new moon, you might write down intentions for the coming month and repeat affirmations such as, "I welcome new opportunities," or "I am ready for positive changes." During a full moon, you might focus on releasing negative energy or letting go of past disappointments with affirmations like, "I release what no longer serves me," or "I am open to growth and transformation." By concentrating your thoughts and energy on these intentions, you increase the likelihood of it. It is critical to understand that, while affirmations and positive thinking are effective tools, they are only part of a larger approach to personal development. They function best when accompanied with practical steps and a balanced viewpoint. The importance of action in positive thinking, affirmations, and optimistic thinking can be powerful tools, but they work best when combined with specific actions. Simply telling oneself you are capable or strong is only the start. To fully profit from these beliefs, you must also take concrete efforts to reinforce them. The trick is to be aware of your ideas and intentional about where you want them to take you. In other words, affirmations and positive thinking do not provide magical solutions, but they can help to establish a mental framework that promotes positive behavior and long-term success. Placebo effect. The power of belief. The placebo effect is another example of how belief may affect outcomes. In medical research, patients given a placebo, such as a sugar pill, may report improvements in their symptoms merely because they believe they are receiving treatment. This phenomenon demonstrates the ability of the mind to influence physical health. If a person believes passionately enough in a therapy or outcome, their body may respond in ways that support that belief, even if the treatment contains no active components. Similarly, if you think that your ideas and affirmations have the power to influence your life, you may witness improvements in your behavior and circumstances. The trick is to be open to new possibilities and recognize that your mentality influences your reality. Self-fulfilling prophecies and mindsets. Self-fulfilling prophecies highlight the close relationship between our thoughts, beliefs, and experiences. Whether you believe that the full moon affects your mood or use daily affirmations to direct your behavior, your mindset has a big impact on your reality. By focusing on good ideas and using tools such as affirmations and spiritual practices, you can create a mental environment that promotes growth, resilience, and overall health. Negative thinking can limit your potential, but positive and powerful beliefs can lead to new opportunities and dramatic change. Finally, the power of thought is more than just wishful thinking. It is about actively altering how you engage with the world and respond to obstacles. If you love this video and want to understand more about the moon, its influence, and related topics, please watch the film on the screen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks for watching.